Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is January 2nd. It is officially the new year, and I thought it would be fun to kind of sit down and recap how my 2019 was and what my goals are for 2020. 2019 wasn't the greatest year for me. I had a really hard pregnancy, really hard recovery from birth, and just kind of got like bad news here and there. And I mean, it wasn't like the worst year ever, not the greatest year ever either, but I went to the Utah Color Festival, which was really awesome. It was a lot of fun. I went for like a school assignment, but it turned out to be really fun, and I would love to go back again this year. I turned 25, which was not my favorite thing. I don't know why, but turning 25 just really put me in like a depressive mood. I drove all the way to see my dad for his birthday and surprise him. He was definitely not expecting it. My parents don't live close, they live about 3 hours away. So I did that. That was fun to see my dad completely surprised. Like, he wasn't even at his house when I got there. So when he came home, I was there with my kids and everything, and he really enjoyed that. And then I had Jude, which it was like a rough recovery. Like, my C-section and everything went fine, but like literally the minute he came out, it was just kind of like downhill for my recovery. I honestly should have stayed the extra like 2 days in the hospital, but I left after 2, which made recovery even harder on myself. It was just a lot harder this time to get up and move around. And it was probably like 8 weeks or so that I could actually like walk around and have like no pain. Ellie turned 4, Evan turned 9, and my brother got married, which was exciting. Ellie got to be the flower girl, and he had like the best food ever at his wedding. His wife is so sweet. I'm so glad that she's part of our family now. Jude had his first Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, even though me and him were passed out by like 9:30 on New Year's Eve. He had a really great first Christmas though. First Thanksgiving was just whatever. Thanksgiving is like a lame holiday. He had a fun Halloween, even though he had no idea what was going on. He was a cute little hedgehog. We went to Lagoon, and that was the craziest experience ever. We usually go to Lagoon like once a year, and we went on a random Wednesday in June, and it was so overcrowded. The power went out twice. The lines for rides were just so long. Me and Ellie stood in line for just like one little kid ride, and we stood in line for like 20-30 minutes. It was really hot too, and it just wasn't very fun. Like, I've gone to Lagoon on like the 4th of July, the 24th of July, Labor Day weekend, and those were like not even that crazy. It was just so overcrowded and just like not a very good time. But Ellie liked it. She had fun. Evan was with my parents over the summer, so we just had Ellie and Jude with us. But Ellie had fun. She got to go on her first big girl roller coaster, and she really enjoyed that. She got to sit right in the front. She was really brave and surprisingly not scared, and she can't wait to go back and do it again. I got a new car. I celebrated my 5th anniversary with Chip. I found my all-time new favorite restaurant. If you live in the West Jordan, Sandy area, go to Everest Curry Kitchen. It is by far the best curry I've ever had. We went to the farmer's market, which was really fun. It's one of our favorite things to do in like the spring, summertime. We explored some new places, and I started focusing on my YouTube channel again and kind of found a new hobby with that. I'm not like the greatest at it, but like I said, it's kind of just a hobby for me. That's kind of like the good parts of 2019. The best part by far was having Jude. I'm so glad that I have him. He just kind of completes our family, and I just love him to pieces. Now for the not so good parts of 2019. I think I already mentioned it, but I had a really hard pregnancy. I was in a lot of pain. I had SPD, or symphysis pubic disorder. It's where like the joints in your pelvic bone kind of separate, and it's really, really painful. It makes it like hard to walk and everything. And the job that I had at the time, I was like constantly on my feet, chasing around kids and everything. And it was just miserable. I was a high risk pregnancy because of my Hashimoto's disease. I actually didn't know I was high risk until the end of my pregnancy when I was doing non-stress tests, and it was like listed in like my notes from my doctor that I was like high risk. I don't think anything like super scary would have happened. I think they just had to put it in there because of my Hashimoto's. It can cause some issues for the baby, but everything turned out okay. He's good, his thyroid's good, everything worked out. I suffered from postpartum depression and postpartum anxiety, which I'm still dealing with, but it's like slowly getting better. But that was really hard for me to even admit to myself that I was struggling with it, because I didn't have it with Evan or Ellie and figured I'd be in the clear again this time, but I wasn't. And that was really hard for me to deal with, to process, to like admit to myself that I was struggling with it. My anxiety was at a all-time high. Everything gave me anxiety. I had daily panic attacks. It was hard to sleep. I developed a fear of needles and blood, which I had never had before. So every time I went to the doctors and had an IV in, I would pass out. That was not fun. I wasn't able to attend my fall semester, and that really sucked. I had a bunch of like issues with financial aid and wasn't able to attend, and I'm not attending this spring semester either because I didn't register for the classes I needed in time. They were all full. So it sucked that I had to miss out on the fall semester and kind of get myself behind in school and working towards my degree. I've struggled a lot with my body image and, you know, just like my confidence and all of that stuff after having Jude, and just I was just really hard on myself in 2019, and going into 2020, I want to have more self-care and try to find who I am again, learn to love myself all over again, and just be better. In 2019, I was just constantly beating myself down, and this year I want to build myself back up and really push myself for the things that I want. I don't want to let my anxiety, my fear hold me back from the things that I want. I have set some really big goals that I plan on achieving. Like the biggest goal I've set will not be something that I will achieve this year, but it's something that I am starting this year. I want to grow my YouTube channel. I want to put more time and effort into it. I absolutely love doing it, which I never thought I would because I'm not like a techie person, and I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I don't know if I could edit videos or anything like that, and no, my editing isn't the greatest, but it's more than I thought I could do. So I want to continue to do it and grow it and get more consistent with it. I plan on having more adventures and going on more vacations, traveling, just having more experiences with my kids. We have a big trip planned this year. I have to face my biggest fear this year and get on an airplane. I've never ever flown before, and I am absolutely freaking terrified. I have like legit panic attacks thinking about getting on airplanes. I've had recurring nightmares about getting on airplanes. If I drive past the airport, I will have a panic attack. If I see airplanes in the sky, I start to panic. It's a huge, huge fear of mine, but I am going to face my biggest fear and get on an airplane and go on vacation with my family. Hopefully we can go on like 2 big vacations this year. I would really love to go to Oregon this year. We're gonna go to California in May, and then hopefully maybe towards the end of the year we can do like another big trip and go to Oregon, which I think would be fun. I think I will be taking all of 2020 off for school. I might do the fall semester, but I think it would be better for me if I took the entire year off of school, worked on myself, put more effort into my YouTube channel. But yeah, I just feel like it'd be easier to go next fall semester when Jude is 2, because they have a daycare at the school I go to, and that just makes it a lot easier, not having to worry about like childcare or not being able to take as many classes as I need to, which is like wasting my financial aid if I only take like 2 classes because it just doesn't work out with my schedule and everything. So I just want 2020 to be a year of growth, experiences, finding myself again, putting in a lot of work. I always set big goals for myself, and then I get inside my own head and, you know, I tell myself, you're not going to reach them. You know, like, it's impossible. This is too big. But this year I am having a more positive mindset, and I'm really going to push myself to reach all of my goals. I want to be a lot more positive. I caught myself yesterday, which was the first day of the new year, just like already being negative. Like, minor inconveniences happened and I was like, great, like this is how my year is gonna go. And then I stopped myself and said, it's only going to go that way with this negative mindset. It's literally like minor inconveniences. That's not how your year is gonna go just because of something so small. So I'm just pushing myself to be more positive, to work harder on my mental health, my physical health, just so that I can be a better me. Not only did my mental health suffer in 2019, but so did my physical health. Aside from, you know, inevitable weight gain from pregnancy and everything, I had to do like physical therapy for my knee. Both my shoulders are messed up. I have like low vitamin D and all of these other health issues that I want to work towards getting better. I'm going to start going back to the gym. The gym was my everything. Like, it was my therapy. It helped with my anxiety, my depression. It's my stress relief. It was that, like, my self-care. I took 1 hour out of my day every day to go to the gym, better myself physically, mentally, and I just really miss that, and I want to get back into that. I'm like doing small things at home, but I really want to go back to the gym and just start lifting weights again, and I just want to be happy with my overall appearance again. So overall for 2020, I just want to be happy. I want to chase all of the goals that I've set out, and I want to focus more on myself and have new experiences and adventures. And yeah, sorry this video is kind of rambly. Hopefully it's not too all over the place. And I think that's it though. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and subscribe. Bye.